Hi, my name is Radhika Bhargav and I'm a third year PhD student in the National University of Singapore Department of Geography and I work in the Mangrove Lab. For my PhD thesis, I'm working with the transboundary governance of the Sundarban mangrove forest in India and Bangladesh. Here, I'm specifically looking at the ecological and socio-political perspectives of governance. In AGU, I'm going to be sharing a small part of this thesis where I'm looking at the impact of large scale processes like extreme weather events or cyclones on mangrove forest structure and how does these extreme weather events affects the shorelines. The motivation to do this study came in around May 2020 when Cyclone Amphan, a Category 5 Amphan, was passing by Sundarbans. This was also the time when I had just published a shoreline dynamics map of the Sundarbans based on its past 35 years of shoreline change. I put one and one together and realized that it was a really good time to also study how these cyclones impact the Sundarbans uh, with varying degrees of shoreline change in the past 35 years. So for this project, I'm using cloud-based remote sensing techniques of Google Earth Engine. The evidence that comes out of the study, as you can see all around me in this poster, shows that the past disturbances that occurs in a mangrove shoreline affects its future susceptibility to impact during an extreme weather event like a cyclone. Meaning that if a shoreline has been through a specific type of change in the past for a long period of time in the past, then it is more susceptible to being impacted or being lost during an extreme weather event as compared to another shoreline that has not gone through that kind of change. And specifically speaking, the seasonally changing shorelines are more susceptible than shorelines that have not gone through any change or that have gone through a permanent change at a duration of time in the past. Mangroves are naturally resilient to the impacts of these extreme weather events, but due to the increasing impact of climate change, excessive anthropogenic stressors, and lack of sediment supply, specifically for erosion, they are becoming less and less resilient to fight these impacts of cyclones, which brings us to understanding these different shorelines and their past uh, history of change, and then applying management practices based on these specific needs of the shoreline by using ingenious nature based solutions to reduce the impact to these shorelines so that they can be more resilient and do what the nature does best. Thank you. I hope you enjoy this poster.